Hello, I am Kodili-nye. Welcoming you back to discussion on this vlog. The returning subscribers, you are highly welcome. You are appreciated. Those who are watching my vlogs and the videos, I appreciate so much your contributions to the progress of this uh, uh, this thing we are doing. I'm very glad that you appreciate us by watching it. The time you spend is not in vain. You're actually helping to build a great establishment that will blossom. And remember to subscribe to this channel, and remember to turn on notification, share this vlogs, and comment, like. I am Kodili-nye. Today we are going to discuss many things. First of all, I must say good morning to wherever you are, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on your time zone, you're all welcome. And we are going to look at some of the things discussed today in the Southeast Economic Forum by the governors and the Governors Summit of the Southeast of Nigeria. We're going to look at some of the things, especially the speech by Soludo. We are not going to bring all today, but in subsequent vlogs, we are going to bring more. What do you think? Are you sure they are making sense, or are they just having a jamboree? Are parties or just talking event without not much? The earlier vlog today, you would have seen what I said. A few things I said about. If you have not watched that, you can go back and watch that. Um, we're going to see what the some of the things Soludo was saying about homeland consciousness. He's talking about investing in the homeland, and it won't be a long video on his speech, but we are going to look at it. Southeast of Nigeria has suffered neglect over the years by successive governments in Nigeria, but this is the area that if Nigeria is going to grow economically, industrially also, that's the place Nigeria has to look at because of the great potentials there, because of the entrepreneurship imparted naturally in the people of that region. But unfortunately, like most of the things in Nigeria are not actually taken care of, and this has made Nigerian to remain stagnated in growth and not actually be able to do much since the creation of Nigeria by the British colonialists. Um, but we're going to discuss this summit. Just stay tuned. I am Kodili-nye. God bless you as you continue to watch this vlog. Um, I appreciate everything you do, especially the returning subscribers. You're all highly welcome, and stay tuned and watch this channel. God bless you. Yeah, this is Governor Chukuma Soludo of Anambra State in the southeastern Nigeria talking now. Let's keep watching. I am Kodili-nye, bringing this to you.
We must believe. And my last one was the kind of partnership you require to make it happen. When we believe, and part of that belief, people who are there, and I now wearing a white from Abia. When I put on a white from Abia, and then shoe comes from Kodili-nye. I believe. Because I do what I believe. Where is yours coming from? Where? No. I can see finding from Italy and from all over the world and so on. We must believe. So self-belief for me is fundamental. If we live here without mentioning that, then we all this just come feel good fact or we talk to ourselves and go, we must believe in ourselves. And finally, after the issue of self-belief comes partnerships. Ndiigbo, we need not just ourselves, we need Nigeria. Ndiigbo need Nigeria and Nigeria needs Ndiigbo. Ndiigbo need Africa and the world and Africa need Ndiigbo. As an itinerant people, we cannot be an intolerant people. We need the partnership of everybody. Partnership of the rest of the country, partnership of the diaspora, partnership with the international community. When we recently recruited about 5,000 teachers in Anambra, we didn't ask people where you come from. In that recruitment, we have people from all over the country. And we're now recruiting many people now. I think an office has mistakenly advertised that it was only for people from Anambra. And we've got to have to apologize. As a people, itinerant people, who are everywhere, we cannot afford to be provincial. We can't afford to be provincial. We must be able to, what does the Igbo child need? The Igbo child needs to be taught by the best teacher anywhere in the world, not to be taught by a teacher from his village, or needing medical attention to only have medical attention for somebody from his or her village. No, you want to have attention from the best in the world, and that's who we are. We must think
to focus on the economic and security issues affecting the Southeast. The next 2 days is designed to create a forum for Southeast leaders to brainstorm, identify and agree on what needs for the Southeast are and think ahead. And it doesn't matter where you come from in Nigeria, one thing is very clear. The Igbos are known for reinventing their environment to match the most sophisticated anywhere. They have come to symbolize a true strength of character, wisdom, bravery, rare attributes that can only be matched by rare races anywhere in the world. So in the next 2 days, we'll begin to design a roadmap in the areas of security and economic development. My name is Owerri Young, and I'll be here with a delectable lady, the new generation masters of ceremony, if he is here. I welcome you.
Dalo Onyisi Ebere. Igbo ekenemo ahambo ifi aronu okafo. Anamase nkonye chiri nyazere. Niha bialeba tata bo the Southeast Governors Summit on Economy and Security with 5 key areas of focus: culture, employment, transportation, investment, and of course, healthcare. So, let the deliberations begin.
Thank you very much. As is a woman that has walked several months to get to this point. the first Nigerian to win the International Women's Media Foundation Award for courage in journalism. A journalist, a senator, a publisher, an author. First female president of Unsuko Munda, a think tank of professionals and technocrats. She's here with us, and she's as hot at her age as Hot FM. Please welcome.
The President General of Ahadezi Ndiigbo worldwide. Former governors, former Senate presidents, the above the European Commonwealth and other traditional rulers, eminent religious leaders, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have a long way to go today and we're going to be very fast. On behalf of the planning committee, I welcome all of you to Owerri, capital city of the heartland state. Today is an historic day. When we see the governors of the Southeast, the President General and the Executive Committee, traditional rulers, the cream of the business community, the clergy, notable women and youth, people at all levels of society, who see them gathered together to know that something historical is about to happen. Ndiigbo are here today to find solutions to existential problems facing our homeland. The Southeast Zone, a place known for its peace and power, its energy, its industry, and innovation, is facing relentless insecurity. This has impacted on the lives of the people and the once troubled economy of the Southeast region. The Southeast governors have been grappling with this distraction to the region's advancement. Today, they have called you here not for lamentations, but to join the search for solutions. When I was asked to organize a summit on behalf of the Southeast governors by the initiator, the chairman of the Governors Forum, Governor Kodili-nye, it was clear that it was not going to be easy. But I was glad to take it on because, like most sons and daughters of Igbo land, I was very worried about how this was shaping. Starting with sound democracy and the we were able to gather a formidable team of 65 experts, intellectuals, high-level technocrats, and professionals in rare fields, scattered all over the world. They have been working intensely for over 3 months, sacrificing their time and talent to study the problem of insecurity and its impact on the economy and designing a way forward for the Southeast. As part of our methodology and work plan, research committees were set up. We have done a deep dive into the challenges we face. We have our findings. This summit is meant to harvest the views and suggestions of the people to further enrich the work already done by the committees, which we'll discuss tomorrow. So that at the end of the day, what we hand over to governors will reflect the voices of the people of the Southeast region. I cannot thank enough the men and women of the committees of the summit. Some have abandoned their regular jobs for weeks now to focus exclusively on this project. They have come from the United States, Britain, South Africa, as far away as Australia, and all over Nigeria to deliver this project. ladies and gentlemen, there is no problem we have in the Southeast region that we cannot solve if we come together with single-minded focus and a strong sense of togetherness. I want to thank God for seeing us through to this day, and especially seeing all of you here safely. I thank the governors of the Southeast for the confidence they reposed on the team during the course of this work. Working for brilliant bosses who are high achievers in their own right is not an easy thing, because you cannot get away with any sloppiness. I want to deeply appreciate the governor of Imo State, Senator Owerri, for birthing this idea of a summit and funding its execution to the hilt, which made our work very easy and hassle-free. Thank you, Governor Owerri. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, welcome to the summit, and please join the project team in applauding the new age governors of the Southeast for taking this bold step on behalf of Ndiigbo.
Anyị na-ekele ọmalịcha nwanyị Senator Chris Anyanwụ MFA, daalụ nne maka okwu ịgwala anyị ka anyị na-amalite. Oge a bụzi mgbe anyị ga-anụ okwu chairman ga-agwa anyị, opening remarks by the chairman, His Excellency Senator Andy Pius and GCON. Please, for the opening remarks.
I am Kodili-nye. There's Pius Anyim, Pius Anyim from Owerri State. He's been a Nigerian former Senate president. I think during Obasanjo's tenure in Nigeria. He's the one that is about to speak. Let's listen to him.
His Excellency His Excellency Governor Peter, His Excellency Governor His Excellency Governor of Abia State. I am informed that my own Governor, His Excellency Governor Francis Your Royal Majesty, both the Nanga Achabe, and other royal partners present, my Lord, most Archbishop Alfred Omo, and other members of the community present, Honorable Minister of State for Labour, Honorable Ndiigbo, my own brother and friend, evangelism. Distinguished Senator Ivan Baba, distinguished Senator Chekunife, distinguished Senator Henry, and a whole lot of other members of the National Assembly, I am not able to identify. Former Governor Hakeem of Imo State, and a whole lot of other former governors, former ministers, and former members of the National Assembly present. Heads of security agencies present, Honorable Mr. Joseph Nanene, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and permit me to stand on all of the existing protocols that have been established. I am extremely delighted to welcome all of you to this August summit. This gathering today, to my recollection, is the first of this kind in a long time. What comes close to this kind of gathering, where all the women and women in public and private endeavors are assembled together, was the encounter enthusiasm that has not happened for a long time. So let me therefore thank most profoundly our dear governors under the aegis of the Southwest Government Forum for the most leadership by convening this summit. I would like to thank the leadership of the Ndiigbo under his President General, Chief Dr. Emmanuel CFA, for supporting this summit and mobilizing our people to attend. I have special thanks for the summit organizing committee headed by our own distinguished speaker, Chris Anyao. I thank you all. I congratulate you. As we are gathered today, we acknowledge that we as Ndiigbo, like the rest of Nigeria, are facing very serious security and economic challenges. We are here to show our collective will, our determination and our solidarity in the search for solutions to our challenges. Above all, we are here to send a clear message to our people at home and abroad, and to our fellow Nigerians, that the Igbo nation strives to become more cohesive in order to be more effective in contributing this work in the search for national consensus on equity, peace, and development. The theme of this summit can never be more apt. Southeast beyond 2023 time for us, as it focuses on the security and economic realities of ground. Accordingly, I believe that this summit presents to us a platform for deeper reflection on our situation, and more particularly on what should be our best approaches and attitudes going forward. Let me state upfront that in this summit, we need deeper reflection on how best to pursue our rightful place in the Nigerian Federation. We must reconsider our present direction of development, that is, our social and economic priorities and choices. And lastly, we must agree on how to further engage our young brothers and sisters involved in Biafran agitation to reconsider the idea, because no wise man goes to war with himself. Hence, after the war, you either kill yourself or wound yourself out. Ladies and gentlemen, I am also aware that our able governors have set out in their respective states to address most of the issues we are going to discuss in this summit. For instance, I am aware that in addition to the security initiative in each and every Southeast state, His Excellency Governor Chuma Soludo just held an economic summit. Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State just had an economic roundtable. Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State is developing a new economic corridor in Abuja. Governor Francis Nwiguru of Ebonyi State is developing a new industrial and enterprise program. And Governor Alexander of Abia State is reviving Aba as a new economic corridor. Consequently, This summit is not intended to dish out directives to our governments, but rather to create a platform to share new ideas and understanding on areas of collaborations and integration. In view of the above, I shall therefore only randomly pinpoint a few of my observations which the summit may wish to consider. 1. In the 1960s, the economy of Southeast was rated the fastest growing regional economy in the world due to the pragmatic and planned economic policies of the then Michael Owerri administration. At that time, we had not just the rise of industries, but planned industrial corridors or industrial estates all over South Nigeria. All the corridors were serviced by the then government's roads, water, electricity, and so on. Worthy of mention among others are Aba Industrial Estate, Transamadi Industrial Estate, MLA Industrial Estate, Aba Road Industrial Corridor in Owerri, Cashew Plantation, Oil Palm Plantation, and so on. From these industrial estates, we have Golden Gate Breweries, modern ceramics industries, Aba Glass Industries, Nigerian Breweries Industries, EZ Industries, Igbo Cement in Calabar, Portland Cement in Calabar, Amaraku Power Station, the first independent power plant in Nigeria, and so on. But since 1999, that's about 24 years ago, the attention of our governments have shifted. No government in Eastern Nigeria has considered the need to service industrial corridors and attract private sector investors to set up factories in those corridors. The implication of this is the constriction of employment opportunities for young school leavers whose numbers are multiplied. According to James Baldwin, the most dangerous position of any society is the man who has nothing to lose. This may be the reason for the upsurge of crime and criminality in our zone. In the words of Robert Kennedy, every society is the kind of criminals it deserves. We need to rethink our development and priorities in accordance with the needs of the moment and make bold to say that policy choices and prioritization are fundamental responsibility of leadership. 2. In the 1970s and 80s, Southeast was known for its special entrepreneurship apprenticeship system. It was one of the most unique and fastest growing of its kind in the world. It is therefore ironic that as this system is beginning to catch global attention for serious study and wider adaptation, it is now under severe stress here at home. To also matters, successive governments cared little about the collapse of technical secondary schools, which would have supported our budding entrepreneurs. It is my honest recommendation that we should collectively re-engineer this entrepreneurial system, make it fit for the changing times, and ensure that it remains one of our unique contributions to the new global economic direction. 3. As a young Nigerian leader, I was privileged to learn at the feet of many of our elders. The late Super Permanent Secretary at Large, Ahmed Jeda, was one of them. He once told me that the first generation Nigerian universities were planned and built as part of the National Economic Plan. According to him, before any university was built, a 5-year plan was factored into the National Economic Plan to accommodate their graduates. The courses and curriculum of those universities were also tailored to areas of national needs. That was why jobs were waiting for the graduates even before the recruitment was started. Today, we do not undertake such rigorous planning to continuously align our educational system with our national or regional needs. This method is part of the reason for the unprecedented unemployment with the consequential effect of insecurity in our zone. I call for your attention. Educational institutions should be an integral part of the socio-economic agenda of our government. Accordingly, educational institutions should be planned as an economic institution with the aim to solve all set economic goals. 4. I observed that in the 1960s, government officials and elected representatives struggled to make ends meet. But today, the shortest cut to affluence and faith is to have access to government appointments on the elected as remain. This has created an unhealthy competition in the politics of our time, leading to the militarization of our political processes and its consequential effect on insecurity. We need a retake because the arms used during elections do not decay hereafter. Five, there is clearly a nexus between the current high level of insecurity in the southeast and the fact that some criminal elements are reaching their head under the cover of agitation for Biafra. We must emphasize that the circumstances that led to Biafra agitation in 1967 is not the same as what is happening today. Therefore, we must endeavor to point out the difference in the present agitation. Today, we do not have anything that in any way approximates to the situation in 1967. There is absolutely no consensus on the purpose, content, method, and boundaries of today's Biafra agitation. I therefore call for everything. I all those involved in this agitation. In rethinking the Biafra agitation, we need to honestly articulate what have been the outcomes or impact of the agitation so far. For example, in my own opinion, in the last 4 years, every Monday has been declared by some non-state actors as sit-at-home day. The enforcement has been leading to enormous loss of lives and property. It is estimated that hundreds of lives and hundreds of billions of dollars have been lost to the sit-at-home order and its enforcement. Two, life has become very difficult in the southeast, and almost every successful person in the southeast is in self-exile. If there is nothing, very soon, none of us will come home, no matter the number of security personnel you have. Three, social and economic activities have been dislocated, businesses have collapsed, no social activity can any longer safely take place in the zone, and no new businesses are being attracted to the zone. If there is nothing, very soon, every means of livelihood in the zone may dry up. Heavy arms and ammunition have become instruments of political campaigns, resulting in cross-border habits. If there is nothing, very soon, Southeast will lose national political relevance as votes from the Southeast will no longer be of any consequence. Crime and criminality have become widespread in the Southeast because common criminals have taken advantage of the agitation to advance their evil enterprise. Ladies and gentlemen, in view of their book, I call for the following actions. We must articulate and put on record the human, material, and social losses occasioned by this insecurity. These data are built on the census of our young men and women who are involved in this agitation, and who may have been underestimating the impact and consequences of the carnage. The data may also attract the sympathy of those who are in a position to help us out. Two, we must, as leaders, state very clearly and put on record our common position on this agitation. Three, we must be bold to identify and put on record our position on the causes and solutions to this insecurity in the Southeast. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, mine is to welcome you to this summit. But in addition, let me urge you to speak up. We must go out of here with clear vision and direction of where we are going and how and when to get there. We must not wait this rare opportunity. Again, I say, indeed, the day is today and the time is now. I thank you.
That was Pius Anyim of Boy State, speaking for former Senate President of Nigeria. I am Kodili-nye. I thank you once again for staying tuned to this